Hi, I'm Joseph Feinstein. I want to tell you how you can effectively fight against and kill virus. I've been fighting virus for many years because I worked for years with children, and also I've traveled the world to third world countries, and I have successfully defeated viruses many, many times. The fact is, viruses are very fragile, and you can effectively eliminate them as long as you do it before infection starts. So if you're already showing symptoms, it's too late. The way a virus works is the coronavirus specifically enters on droplets and enters in through your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. Now, once it enters, it gets admission to one of your cells, and these viral cells, it only takes one. They're 1,000 times smaller than our cells, and they mimic our own receptors. So they gain admittance into one of our cells, and once a single viral cell is inside your cell, it can replicate itself, and then each of those cells goes to another one of your host cells. And then you'll start showing symptoms because that's when the infection starts. By the time that exponential multiplication of cells starts, it's already too late. But before that time, when you've already got the virus, but before you show any symptoms and you haven't gotten sick, which is basically the first day, maybe even the first hour of exposure, you can easily and effectively kill that virus by various means. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. The best advice I've found for the coronavirus to reduce the ability for the virus to attach to a cell if it enters through your mouth is to drink hot water every 20 minutes. Of course, if you're alone in your home and there's no exposure, you don't have to do the every 20-minute rule. But if you're out or if you interact with other people, then do drink some hot water every 20 minutes. And what happens is that can help to wash down any viral cells that are in your mouth or in your throat down into your stomach with the water, and it can't survive in your stomach. So that can reduce the risk of infection through bringing in viral cells through your mouth. Through your nose, you can do the same thing of rinsing with a saline rinse. So you use warm to hot, not too hot. You don't want to burn yourself or be uncomfortable, and also with a comfortable level of salt mixed into the water. And do that rinse as often as you need to. It's good for you anyway to clear your sinuses, and you can do it a few times a day. You can do it certainly anytime you've been exposed to reduce the amount of viral cells that can enter through your nose. So neti pot, N-E-T-I, is the tool that's typically used for that, and they're readily available online or in drugstores. So rinsing with hot water and salt also, or a lemon gargle, hot water and lemon. There are a lot of things you can gargle with actually that would kill viral cells. There are a lot of antiviral herbs and foods. Look that up on the internet. Oregano, mint, garlic, lemon. There are many, many plants and herbs that are effective antivirals. And if you're ingesting those on a daily basis, and specifically when you're exposed, I've used oregano oil many times on the day that I've been exposed to some flu bugs. And I know I've been exposed because I was interacting with people who were sick. I wasn't sick. Okay, I just talked to somebody who was clearly exhibiting signs, and take the oregano oil, I don't get sick. Don't take the oregano oil, I do get sick. So they really do work. Grapefruit seed extract is good for your intestinal health, and other intestinal strengtheners will help you through this time too. And immune system strengtheners, so zinc, magnesium, there are a lot of supplements that are very good for building your immune system. The stronger your immune system, the stronger your natural ability to fight off the infection would be. However, in the case of the coronavirus, since they mimic our own healthy cells and gain entrance to us that way, it's difficult for our immune system to fight this virus. That's one of the reasons that healthy people can catch it. So the best thing that you can do is kill the virus before or when it gets into your system and before it attaches itself to your system. There's a short window of time where you can do that. And again, it may only be an hour or hours or a day. But if you can attack and kill the virus in that window, then you're good to go. Now, for those of us who are sheltering in place, like my family, we're able to do this very easily because we don't interact with anybody else. And then when I have been working occasionally, I work by myself and don't interact with anybody else. And then we limit our trips to the store to once a week. And we stocked up a lot, as many people did, so that we had enough food for a couple of weeks. Now we're going to the store once a week, and I'm following the very clean protocols when I do go to the store. So we're going to the store, not interacting with people as little as possible, getting what I need as quickly as possible, and then following the protocol I just described to you of rinsing my nose, drinking hot water, gargling with some salt water, and taking care that if you are in any environment, you don't know if you've been exposed. That's the thing. So you have to be preventative. This is the meaning of preventative medicine, is that there's a high potential that you're being exposed right now. So do these things whenever you're out, whenever you interact with someone who's outside of your family. Now, the other things that you can do, some people are taking more extreme measures, which I could understand, especially if you live in a city, of wearing different clothes indoors and outdoors. So you could do that simply with a coat, or have a separate set of indoor and outdoor clothes. It has been recommended by everyone to bathe every day, and there's new videos I've seen of teaching correct hand washing procedure, which is harder than you'd think. To really thoroughly get your hands clean actually does take longer than 20 seconds. And you have to really do a series of different motions to do that properly. So look for those videos of proper hand washing technique. It's the techniques that doctors use, and it is very effective in making sure that your hands are clean. You can also wash your face. Now, the hands are important because up to 50% of people may be infecting themselves by putting hands in the mouth, putting hands in the eyes, putting hands in the nose. It's a habit that we all do. And the main thing that you need to do right now, and it's difficult for many people on a lot of levels, in a lot of ways, there's a lot of practical concerns happening. But what it all boils down to is changing your personal habits for a time. We'll get through this time, but for now, you need to be willing to be flexible, do things differently, and really differently, which means your personal habits, like how you touch yourself, how you touch your face, how you bathe, how you keep your hands clean. The habit of shaking hands. Where we live, everybody loves to shake hands, and now nobody shake hands. And that's just the change that we have to make. And hopefully it's temporary, and life will go back to normal soon. But if you've seen how fast this thing spreads, and if you've seen what it does to people, you know how important it is. And the reason this is more dangerous than the flu is what it actually does when you catch it. So please follow my advice. Follow all the cleaning procedures, bathe every day. Watch my other video on using your voice to improve your respiratory and sinus health. Water is wonderful in every form: bathing, cleaning, soaking, steaming, drinking. All of the herbal remedies are wonderful. Taking care to break your routine and be willing to be flexible with your habits right now, so that you are very conscious of what you're doing and make sure that you're keeping things clean. This virus can survive up to 9 days on a metal surface, can survive for at least a day, maybe 3 days on cardboard and paper. So it can even be in your hair, it can be on your clothing, and it can float in the air for 3 hours. So you could walk into a store 3 hours after someone and still be infected by them. That's why the gargling, the saline rinse, the nasal rinse, the hand washing, the face washing, I don't know what to tell you about the eyes. Sunglasses, maybe someone else can help me with that one because I haven't had a great idea yet. Thank you very much. Please leave comments and stay well.